Are we ready? Let's get it on, baby! Welcome to the arena, Josh Marsh!
Josh Marsh fighting out of Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, Josh Marsh, man, he's a veteran of the sport. He's only 5-3 as a pro, but I mean he's been fighting in LFA, Legacy Fighting Alliance, for his last 4 or 5 fights. He's had some very tough competition, of course. You're fighting in LFA, it's a very direct feeder organization to the UFC. You're fighting some high-level guys.
Absolutely. Now, coming out of Denver, Colorado, and also being a 145-pound fighter, that gas tank has to be enormous.
Yeah, and before he fought with Elevation Fight Team, which has high-level guys, he was at Rufus Sport, which, I mean, they have so many UFC guys themselves. He's been training some high-level camps for a while now. His opponents of his 8 pro fights have a combined record of 34-13.
Right, which makes it incredibly impressive that he himself has a winning record coming out 5-3.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the real deal. And this is going to be the toughest challenge of Dillon Fraley's pro career so far.
Absolutely, because one of the things about it, Dillon, 5-star Fraley, is a takedown artist in many ways. Josh Marsh, an anti-takedown artist.
Yeah.
Heavy takedown defense, constantly looking to keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
Until it's opportune for him.
Yeah, Josh Marsh wants to keep it on the feet, wants to move forward, keep his opponent at a distance, use his long range to snipe his opponent down, break him down. Dillon Fraley is going to want to keep him on the back foot and close that range down.
And also, it should be said, for 145 pounds, Josh Marsh, not a short fighter.
No, he's in very good shape, and I think we're going to have a banger on our hands.
Absolutely.
Monroe, Louisiana, welcome to the arena, Dillon Fraley!
The crowd instantly blowing up. Dillon Fraley sprinting out. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the depth of people behind him.
Yeah,
this is a highly favorited local fighter. A lot of people come out to see him.
Yeah, he's the big ticket seller at these events at the UFC. He's kind of the big name local. Him and Jesse Butler, both those guys, pretty big time as far as Louisiana fighters go.
Absolutely.
Final check down for our main event of the evening. Ooh, this is going to be a very fun one, I do believe.
Promo pictures out. Gloves already touched beforehand. A lot of energy in the air now. Main event of the evening. Dillon's 6-1 as a professional. All fights finished that he has won.
Yeah, he's definitely a finisher. He's very good at taking his opponent down, getting them, getting their back to the mat, either pounding them out or getting them choked.
Absolutely, that's the thing, right? He has a lot of submissions, brown belt in jiu-jitsu, but also a heavy ground and pound.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time for your main event. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a professional bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the 145-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Coming into tonight's matchup with 5 victories, 3 defeats, 4 wins by knockout. Standing 6 feet even, weighing 146 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, representing Elevation Fight Team. Give it up for Josh Marsh. His adversary, ladies and gentlemen, needs no introduction. Standing 6 victories, 1 defeat, 2 wins by knockout. Standing 5 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing 145 pounds. Fighting out of West Monroe, Louisiana, representing Crow Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. West Monroe, raise the roof, Dillon, 5-star Fraley.
The crowd on
Third
their
man
feet.
bringing him in, Mr. Bobby Wallmacher.
gentlemen, this is the main event. You've been through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up if you want.
West Monroe, Louisiana, let's get it on!
I expect a ton of energy from these fighters. Both men, heavy trainers, lots of mat time.
Both looking intense right now. Very important to note, Dillon Fraley all wins by finish. Josh Marsh never been finished.
Absolutely. Looking to find it. Very much so a fill out.
Dillon Fraley trying to take center control of the cage, trying to move forward.
Josh Marsh very much so on the bicycle side, stepping on everything. Caught him twice in that exchange.
Yeah, good punches from Josh Marsh.
Dillon looking for the looping open.
Oh, Dillon got caught pretty hard right there by the right hand from Marsh. Marsh definitely looking like the cleaner striker here.
Absolutely. In these first few minutes in a fill out in a professional fight, you definitely want to see and feel your opponent just so you know how well your game plan is going to work. Again, a long
Fraley looking
shot.
a little slower and kind of in the no man's land there. He needs to be in or out, especially with a crisp striker like Josh Marsh.
Absolutely, especially when he's the taller fighter as well.
Marsh starting to move forward here. And
Good body kick.
That's where he thrives. Josh Marsh moving forward. That's where he's very strong. Good job moving the hips back. Sprawling on Dillon Fraley.
Heavy on the head.
Looking for the knee. He's very good at the knee strikes.
Looking for a shot on the clinch break. None there.
Yeah, Fraley's got to be a little more dynamic on the feet here. I think Josh Marsh is
Starting to find the range.
probably going to run away with it. Fraley's either got to be a little more dynamic on the feet or get it to the ground, I believe.
Opening with a high head kick, making sure, we'll say Josh Marsh fights very tall, trying to utilize that range that he has.
Yeah, I think Fraley really needs to close the distance. He's getting clipped here. He's getting busted up pretty bad right now. He's really got to kind of just at least pump the jab and move forward if he wants to contest this. You can't stand out there at range with Josh Marsh like this.
Absolutely. Josh Marsh, very long fighter, very crisp at the end of his punch.
Yeah, Marsh is looking really comfortable, and Fraley looking a bit flustered and hurt already.
Another thing is the one takedown attempt that he shot, instantly shut down. We'll have to find another way in.
Yeah, he's got to be more dynamic. He looks like a bit predictable as he's moving. I think Marsh is easily able to read what Fraley's throwing at him and able to deal with it.
Fraley trying to find some way forward. But a lot of feigning, not a lot of inside commitment. Might be a little frustrated fighting a taller opponent.
Yeah, he needs. I don't like him opening with the kicks. I think he needs to pump the jab more, move his head, really get in on his opponent. You can't stay at this range. This is exactly where Marsh wants him to be.
Absolutely. Marsh seeming to know to throw the jab and then go low.
Good job kicking the leg out. Fraley trying to look to finish the takedown. Marsh very good on top. He's probably going to like to let Dillon stand up here. He's looking so comfortable on his feet, but
Absolutely.
But he also is very solid on top on the ground. He might elect to go ahead and secure that position if he wants to. Fraley,
Dillon
nice
standing
stand
back
up.
up.
But yeah, Fraley really needs to adjust here. He's having a tough time in this first round. Looking to close the distance now.
Starting to bleed from that long, crisp shot.
Yeah,
Keeps looking for the headshot.
I don't think it's there. I think he needs to just pump the jab, close the distance, get his hands on Josh Marsh. And that knee was fairly solid from Josh Marsh.
Josh Marsh starting to get a little looser here. Dillon a little more head movement. We need to find more to get in.
Yeah, this is definitely a reality check for Fraley. I think fighting someone at the caliber of that Josh Marsh is. Good job closing the distance there, but he really needs to secure that. That's where he wants to fight. I mean, you don't want to be where he's at right now with Josh Marsh.
Absolutely. Forward fighting consistently and constantly is the only way to do it when it's a taller fighter. And trying to find the clinch against the wall now. Marsh instantly trying to switch it out.
Great job reversing. Marsh definitely on the front foot here.
Trying to find a way out. Off the one underhook, breaks away. No shots on the clinch break.
Yeah, Marsh looking really stellar. Dillon is not posing enough of a problem here, like not throwing enough in his face to set up what he wants. Very clear first round, I think, for Josh Marsh.
Absolutely, the damage is there. Again with the knee.
Yeah, Fraley going to have to make some adjustments here.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some
We'll
noise.
have to find a way to fluster his opponent.
Yeah, and the Marsh, I mean, for one, he can just keep doing what he's doing, but two, you know, his corner may even just be reading ahead of time of what they expect Fraley to do to adjust and be ready for that as well. Yeah, Fraley definitely on the back foot here. Took a lot of damage and just didn't really secure any of his on.
So, with that being said, would you try to make your fighter move forward more, throw more shots?
Yeah, it depends on, I mean, you got to know your fighter as the coach and know what they're able to do. But, yeah, I mean, if I'm Fraley's corner, I'm telling him to pump the jab. I mean, you got to commit to securing the body lock against a tall opponent like Josh Marsh. You can't stay at that range. You've got to, Josh Marsh is following his corner. He's chilling. He's having a good time.
All right. Fraley looking a little tense on the first
Monroe,
round. See if we
Louisiana,
can shake
round
anything
number
out.
2 coming at you. Make some noise.
Yeah, he's going to have to make some big adjustments here. He cannot let that round happen just like that first one did.
And calling in the doc to take a look.
Yeah, I think he's fine, but the doctor will make sure and see how he's doing here.
All right, cleared to go. And we are set. All right, again, Dillon coming open with the head kick. Must be part of his game plan this camp. Has to find a way to make it work.
Yeah, I don't love that against a tall opponent like Marsh, especially, I mean, good job, better job closing the distance there. He really needs to secure it. Really needs to get either Marsh's back against the cage or really just be more dynamic between his level, his striking, like making Marsh think about the striking and then go into the takedown.
Right, Marsh definitely backpedaling a little more and
good
getting
level
the
change.
clinch.
Good level change for Fraley, but Marsh privy to it and just reversing him.
Very good takedown defense.
Yeah, and big takedown from Marsh, going to secure the top position. The only thing is, this is very, very possible this could behoove Fraley to an advantage. He is very solid on the ground. We'll have to see if he's able to reverse this position.
Absolutely, and right now he is in a bottom half guard, trying to create some space,
Yeah,
not letting himself get cross-faced.
We'll see what happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if Fraley was happy just that the fight's on the ground, and he might be able to adjust and work from here.
Switching and reversing, getting the stand up.
Yeah,
again, Marsh, though.
Yeah, Marsh with that deep underhook able to reverse. Fraley could do it again if he'd really commit to that right underhook he has.
There we go.
And Marsh able to do it right back to him and separate.
His coach, Fraley's coach, calling to wear out his opponent, continue to press him.
Yeah, the only thing is, I mean, Marsh appears to have a great gas tank on him. The fact he's so ahead, I mean, his mind's got to be filled with confidence. That's got to help your gas tank, the fact that you know you're ahead in this fight.
Absolutely. Trying to show his long jab at every time Fraley closing the distance.
Yeah, Fraley needs to do more with his hands. He needs to have, I mean, he's got to have Marsh thinking about his hands a little bit. Fraley's not doing enough. Marsh is just chilling in front of him right here.
That's right. A little bit of better connection that time with the shot. Even Marsh acknowledging it with a head nod. A little more lower leg kick this time. Seeming to change the levels on the striking. You have to change the levels on grappling, change the levels on striking.
Yeah, Fraley not taking as much damage this round, but he's still just not able to get any offense going really.
Yep. Good little break shot again. Both of them in. Same idea on the leg throw.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a shot or just a trip.
I think a little bit of both. One shooting in, the other one trying to back away. Marsh showing a very loose, confident stance right now.
Yeah, he's chilling right now. I mean, he knows he's got a tough opponent in front of him, but he's having a good time so far.
Right. Using that long jab to keep his opponent away. part of his takedown defense being so long is to have a long jab.
Yeah, I'm not sure how comfortable Fraley is in southpaw, but if he was able to switch southpaw, pump a couple jabs, and maybe shoot that single in that same leg stance. Marsh basically has his front shoulder so forward. I think Fraley might be able to secure that single leg if he were to be able to shoot off switching stances. It looks like he is going to switch now. I wonder if he's going to look for that soon.
Absolutely.
Back to orthodox.
Back to orthodox on the bike, trying to find a spot, seeming to try to find a way to do the leg kick.
Yeah, he's got to find something soon. Like he's just not able to get any real offense going.
Corner calling for Dillon to press.
Yeah, it's
this round, in my opinion, a little more open. Somebody needs to close it and clinch it. The crowd going wild. Marsh beginning to throw. Takedown defense.
Yeah, I think at the very least, like the body language from Marsh is a little better.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I'm giving him a slight edge in this round so far. A very clear round one win for him. Yeah, I need to see more out of Dillon Fraley.
Absolutely. We'll say, like you said, Marsh doesn't really get put away. Even when he's fought, it's by close decisions.
Yes.
Trying to find center control, trying to use the leg kicks to open things up.
Fraley's he's kind of pausing too much when he strikes. When he's going in, he's
a little telegraphing.
Yeah, he's kind of showing what he's doing before he does it.
Not quite hit the flow state.
Yeah, he
trying to find a feint, trying to find some sort of pause in John Marsh's game.
Yeah, he needs to follow through a bit more. Just like let it go, relax and let it go.
Very tough opponent, John Marsh. 10 seconds left in the round. Another shot landed. Backward spinning kick.
The knee halfway caught him. Fraley
trying to secure the single.
Round number 2 is in the books. Monroe, make some noise.
And Josh Marsh just kind of really feeling himself, it seems like.
So 2 rounds in the book of our main event. Josh Marsh keeping the distance, keeping the fight, using his long body to create a takedown defense. Also, every time it's gone to the cage, he's done very well at finding a way with his deep hook to switch the position.
Yeah, Fraley's really got to get in there. He doesn't need to just lunge himself into Josh Marsh, but he needs to pump his jab a bit, find his range, and get in on that takedown. Or even just throwing quality punches, throwing some follow-through punches on the inside. He's got to close that gap, find his range against Josh Marsh, whether it's punches, whether it's takedown. He's got to get in there a little more. He's staying too much with Josh Marsh's range.
Seconds out, please.
Seconds out.
Marsh Monroe, Louisiana, your third and final round coming at you. I need you to make some noise.
Definitely a better second round for Fraley, but I do believe it still edged out in Josh Marsh's favor.
Especially with the takedown defense right there at the end.
Yeah.
Half caught knee.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing enough offense from Fraley. Looking to be a little more aggressive this one. I don't know what the hell, what's happening here.
No mouthpiece.
No mouthpiece. That's a bit weird. Very weird. Oh.
Slippery.
Bit of a slip. Right here, he needs to really close the distance and get in.
Marsh committing to every punch he throws now.
Yeah, looking really clean.
Still very relaxed in his shoulders.
Yeah, looks like he can keep going for, a couple more rounds at least. Fraley just not able to pose enough threat so far. He's really got to find it here in the next 4 minutes. Did he catch him there? Looks like he may have caught Marsh there. Bit of a delayed reaction. I wonder if he should just separate.
Separate and keep going?
Yeah, separate and throw the punches out. It didn't look like it landed clean, but the way Marsh reacted, like he was barely conscious. I'm not so sure. That was a very weird reaction.
And takedown, that's going to count for Marsh.
Yeah, and he's on top. He could just, if he just rode the fight out here, but Fraley's on the double leg himself. Marsh able to bring him back up. I don't know if Fraley needs to recognize if he caught him or not, and if so, try to separate and maybe punch him out. And Marsh doing a good job connecting Fraley to the cage here, really preserving himself. Again, I don't know if he got caught there or not. Fraley looking a little wobbly himself maybe. Good elbow, short elbow from Josh Marsh into the 2-3.
Very much seems to have the timing of Dillon Fraley. How heavy-handed, though, is Fraley if he was able to hit him?
Yeah, I think if he could really commit to his punches, really get his shoulders behind his punches, I think he could land some damage. It's just most of the time he's kind of just pawing out.
It's third round. Decisions have to be made.
Yeah, I don't like how he's still just throwing the blind kicks, not setting them up, not following through. He needs to use his footwork, throw a few punches, some combinations.
Combinations may be the key word there. Almost everything is a punch or two.
Yeah. Like if somebody's throwing one at a time at you, I mean, it's like doing elementary math. You know, you want to make your opponent do some algebra.
Absolutely. Change the angles and change the vectors, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Crowd getting intense here.
Crowd getting intense, calling for action.
Yeah, begging Dillon Fraley to put a little more offense in. He's looking for it. But again, he's just little one punch at a time, one kick at a time.
Now, the punch does have power. Is it just that maybe he's searching for damage?
Yeah, he needs to set it up more. He needs to have his opponent worried about more than just the one that's coming. He needs to set it up, make him think there's other things coming. You know, throw 3 or 4 or 5, 6 footwork, more punches. And he's running out of time here. I think he's on his way to. I mean, this round's not bad for him, but I mean, the first round was very clear, Josh Marsh. Second round, I think Josh Marsh edged it out. We'll have to see how the judges think about it if we get there. Marsh
Takedown defensive
so
job,
ready.
Marsh.
Those hips so far back.
Catching another punch on the way out. Opening Fraley back up.
Oh, man.
Starting to throw punches and bunches himself when he sees the damage.
Busting Fraley open again. Nice elbow. Marsh just really eating him up at this point. Fraley, it looks like, is hurt, very hurt. Marsh looking to end it.
Will have to continue to be active if he doesn't want the ref to call it as we wind down in the third round.
Yeah, Fraley looking like he's still there, but I don't know. I just don't know how much. He's taking a lot of damage in this fight. That last sequence was very tough. Good jab from Josh Marsh, popping the head back.
Marsh continuously using that jab all night.
Yeah, using the hand on hand, finding the range. I mean, he's kind of chilling in there still. He hasn't faced too much adversity. He's just kind of, this is the fight he wants, very much so.
Absolutely, definitely been in his style.
I think the right hand from Fraley slipped through a little bit, but I mean, he's got to find the finish soon, I think, if he wants to win this.
Loading up. Marsh trying to find and counter punch now.
I think Marsh looking for the finish here. Maybe Dillon's best bet to try to counteract that aggression and look for the finish himself. Yeah, Marsh looking kind of ego fighting a little bit. Dillon, I don't think the takedown. I think the strikes. He's running out of time basically. I think continuing to strike there would have been his best bet. And at this point, I don't know. I mean, he's got to really dig. 10 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Marsh just looking to secure
Marsh
it right
securing
here.
So that he can try to.
I don't think that's going to do it. I think there's not enough time left. Man, what a fight. What a battle between these two young men.
Absolutely. Marsh staying clean.
Monroe, Louisiana, make some noise as we go to the judges' scorecard.
What a battle.
As the judges tally the scores. Great fights here tonight. Very few of them going to distance, and even them, like this one, lots of action, lots of movement.
Yeah, that was a fun fight to watch. Both these guys really bringing it, no one giving up. I mean, Fraley getting cracked hard. I mean, continuing to fight, continuing for the finish. Josh Marsh took a couple himself, and I mean, he looked stellar tonight. I was very impressed with what I saw from him.
Fraley checking his own damage in the camera.
You never know how the judges are going to score it, but I mean,
The takedown defense of Marsh.
yeah, I think
Ladies and
there's a
gentlemen,
high
after 3
chance
rounds
Marsh.
of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a final decision. All three judges score this bout unanimously, 30-27 for our winner, the blue corner, Josh Marsh.
Yeah,